ready to buy, helping them to make that extra $1,000 which they would not make if they didn't sign up with you, helping them to get extra social media followers, whatever your service is. Basically, if you are giving them a quick win, then the trust on your company goes dramatically high. Now they suddenly start believing in the process and the product. Their conviction will go very, very high, and they will retain with you for a longer term, and also refer you in a very early stage to their friends or other businesses who they assume might be a good fit for your company. So you really want to install very clear project management solutions. There are a million tools like Trello, Asana, ClickUp to create workflow automations, maintain a clear communication in Slack, get them on onboarding calls and explain them on a simple roadmap, a Canva presentation or a Google presentation, maintain effective communication and clear project management resources, manage all of your assets in a simple one private drive folder for all of your teammates in the project so that you don't lose asset access. Now that's number one way of you setting expectations, managing communication, setting clear project roadmap goals and weekly calls to manage a good client. Now, there are going to be a percentage of people who are technically bad clients. These are dangerous clients. They're not grateful for your service and they make you anxious. Now trust me, as a service provider, you really want to avoid them. If you sense that somebody is trying to control you while they start the project, that's a sign. You want people to surrender to your process because you are the ringmaster, you have the magic, you have the power, you have the deliverability, you have the deliverables to get them the best results. But if somebody comes in and they try to control the power, they try to dictate what you need to do when you have your own roadmap, then that's a bad sign. You really want to say no, stop right there. Don't let them control because they will create their own animal. Now to avoid these type of situations, what you really want to do is have weekly client interaction calls where you have a real human being interaction, like, hey, let's get on a Zoom call, talk what's happening, what are you struggling with in your business, a simple 15 to 30 minute coaching session, understanding their biggest problems and helping them to solve those problems and giving them that comfort zone that they are taken care of will always work. Now ask for feedback, genuinely get the best feedback and try to feed it forward to make your systems better. If you really want to maintain a hierarchy with your client relationships, you want to maintain weekly coaching calls with them, weekly feedback calls with them, stay in interaction in a Slack channel or a WhatsApp group to keep the communication aligned, make them feel taken care of and actually take care of them if problems arise. Now you know how to deal with the right client and the wrong client. Right client, set the right project management system, clear communication, asset management and success roadmap with an onboarding call and presentation, they will be good. They execute on time, they get the success, they get the best results, great. Then the bad client, they try to control the project, they don't get it, they are not listening to you, they create their own method, sense it, cancel the project, give them a refund, don't worry, done that dozen times, not a big deal. Now this is clear white and black situation, but there is a gray area. Coaching clients, they start the project, they don't commit and in the end they get disappointed. So you really want to understand and learn the art of realignment with your clients. You're not just selling for the first time on a sales call until you have the deposit or the client's contract signed. You need to be constantly selling them on the vision and give them more purpose on why they need to do what they need to do. So what we try to do is always understand their personal goals on why this project is important for them and remind them on that goal every single time when we want them to do something. Now there will be situations where you do everything for client's best interest, but they still are disappointed. Now you want to get on a call, ask them to come to the distilled truth, because clients will have sometimes assumptions, clients will have sometimes their own opinions which are far away from the truth. So you want to set expectations like, hey, can we actually talk about facts and truths here? So you have a client who spent $5,000, maybe break even on his first sale, and he's angry about the situation. You want to get on a call and ask him like, hey, what was the expectation? Why are you angry? And they will tell you all the reasons. And if you finally listen and carefully understand what is their pain and tell them like, hey, isn't this what we exactly told you on the onboarding call? That initially you will break even, then they will remind themselves like, wow, yeah, actually I was informed. Then they will feel comfortable and they will be realigned with the project. So clients will come with some assumptions, some opinions, some feelings, some emotional constipation that they accumulated from somewhere else, which they try to rub on you, and you really want to help them understand that that's not the best way to get the project success, and teach them how to behave working with you so that they know that they need to keep everything separate. When they're dealing with you, they need to be with you. Think about your dynamic of working. Now, no matter what you do, some clients are bad at this, they don't get it, they don't work with you. If you sense it, you can't transform them, they're not behaving the way you want them to